everyone. This is Lisa with Backallie. Oh, my hair is all like, I don't know. We are in the storm, the winter storm. And in Tennessee, we have gotten sleet, a lot of sleet. It's still sleeting. It's very, very cold here as well. So a little bit crazy. But we're going to sew today. We're going to sew today on this kind of cold, wintry day. We're going to sew today. So we are going to sew the first block for our farmyard friends. So come along with me. Let's get started. All right, y'all. We're going to get started on this. We're going to do our first block. It's cold and blistering out, and Millie, so just a story before we get started. So Millie, my youngest doodle, she is February 7th, she'll be 8 months old. So she's almost 8 months old. Excuse me. This morning at 6:30, I went to let her out. And Cooper, who is my standard doodle, Millie is a mini doodle. And Cooper went out first, and Cooper was like, "Oh, snow, I remember this stuff." And he just put his face in it, and he just started getting all excited. And Millie didn't know what to do, so she's got her head hanging out the doggy door, and she's looking and she's watching Cooper, and she's backing up, and she had an accident in the house, and she was all in a panic, and she was crying, and she didn't know what to do. And I had to go walk down to the shed to get a shovel to kind of get some of it around that door. And so when I went out, she followed me out. And once she realized, gosh, this is kind of cool stuff, because she loves like ice cubes and showers, and so she's not scared of water, and she loves water. So once she realized that she could play in it, her and Cooper around I sit on half an acre. They just ran and ran and ran and ran. And of course I had to put her, because she came in the first time around after they were playing, and she was just shivering. So I got her a little sweater and put that on, and it helps kind of just hold that heat in, but it's still really cold out. But she was just running and running and running and running and running. So she enjoys it now that she understands what it is. But that's my story. I have my tea. I made it down to the studio. It was pretty slick, like I had to wear my boots on down to the studio. Jinx is joining me. Huh, Jinx? Come here, Jinx. Come here. So I don't know if you can all see him, but he is wet from being outside as well. Just to make it down here, we were getting wet, weren't we, Jinx? You're going to come up and see me? You're going to come up and see me? You're going to come up and see me? Oh, there you go. There. You're going to look at the camera? Look, Jinx winks. So this is Jinx. This is Cooper's brother, and he's a doodle as well. But I think him and Millie went in to the house. Here comes Mill. I'll see if I can get her to. Oh, she's not going to come in. Oh, maybe no, she's going to stick. All right. Millie, you can't bring the stick in. Come here, Millie. Millie. Come here, Mill. Come here. Let me see you. Oh, you're so cold and wet. You're so cold and wet. So are you going to say hi to everybody? Huh? Look right there. So this is Millie, and she is our youngest doodle that we have. So She's starting to get all of her marbling and everything. She was very white when we first got her, but we knew that she would do a lot of marbling, meaning she'd get a lot of color like on her back. All right, enough talk about doodles. Excuse me. I still have my cold that I'm struggling with, but that's okay because we are going to sew today. I want to sew today. So with that said, I'm going to put my tea aside and we're going to, the first block that we're going to do is called the Homestead Farm Star block. So I'll show you what that looks like. That's what we're making. So let's get started. So we're going to grab A and C. We're going to make some flying geese. So there's A and here's C. And I've already gone ahead and put lines on the back of C for these. And how many are we making? We're making 4 of them. So we're going to make 4 of these. So we're going to I mean, what's the best thing to do when you're in a winter storm? It's sew if you can, right? That's what I think. Let's sew. And I'm going to batch these, meaning I'm going to sew all of them without taking one off and finishing one. So we're just going to I have to make sure that Millie doesn't just stay outside, and because she doesn't understand that she's got to come in to warm up. She would just stay outside, and I don't want her to get sick. Flying geese. Jinx, just go outside if you want to go outside. Jinx likes to come down to my studio, but he also likes to have all the rest of the puppy dogs to come down to the studio as well with him. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and trim these. So excited to get started with these quilts. Okay. I'm going to press them. So we've got the first side. Now we're going to do that other side for each one of these. Okay, trim them, and then we'll press them. Okay, so we just make sure. Perfect. Okay. Right, so now we have that unit. All right, we're gonna sit this back on the board and we're gonna grab D and G, D and G, and we're gonna make a 4-patch. So we've got this one and this one. We're gonna make a 4-patch. So I'm gonna do this like that. So I'm going to okay, 4. 4, and just trying to get them all so that they're facing the right direction, because when I cut them, of course, they're in layers, and so they're not facing upward. Okay, just like that. We're gonna make a 4-patch. Okay. I'm just gonna run these, and then I'll run the others. Hopefully you all are safe with the weather like it is. Hopeful that you're somewhere warm, that you don't have to get out in this. Okay, I'm going to do the next ones. Oops. I dropped them. You're gonna come in and lay down for a little bit, Mills? It's cold out there, baby girl. Yeah, it's cold out there. Yeah, look at your nose. Look at your nose, it's all white. Yeah. You gonna come in and just lay down for a little bit? Y'all can't see her, but she's like right here. Milla, come in for a little bit, Mills. Millie, come here. Millie. All right, now here's where we're at with our 9 patch. So now I'm going to pin them and sew these together. All right, so I've gone ahead and pinned them just to make sure that they stay in place for me while I sew them. Okay. So then I'm going to press them open. I think I'm going to take this one apart because it's leaning, which I don't know what it's doing, but it's not straight. So I'm going to take this one apart. I'll sew this one again. You see out there? Huh? Do you see out there? See if I can get this one a little bit better than I did. See if this one's looks a little bit better. Yep, that looks much better. The other one, see, I must have like pulled the fabric or something. I don't know. That one looks much better. Okay, so now we have our 9 patches. I'll set those aside for a second. And we're going to take E. This is E. And I've marked on the back. And we're going to take our 4 patch that we had. So the 4 patches that we just made. And we're going to take E. And we're going to put it across like this, like that. How big was E supposed to be? 2 inches. I mean, looks like 2 inches to me. It is. Okay, so E. Okay, so we're going to do E. And we're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to run them through. So just like that, we're going to do just on the red side. I'll show you with one what we're making. So you see I've got that there. We're going to do the same thing with this side. Put this on here. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, you stay in now for a while. Warm up. You gotta stay in here and warm up. Yeah, warm up now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you gotta warm up now. Okay. All right, so it ends up, ouch, no, get down. No, get down. So it ends up looking like that. See that? Ends up looking like that. So we're gonna batch the other ones and get them done. Love bug. All right, let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. So we've got 4 of those units, and I'm going to go trim them down and get ready for our next step. I'll be right back. I've gone ahead and trimmed them up, and you always have to be careful trimming too much. All right. Next step, we're going to take J. This is J. Pretty fabric. Super pretty fabric. And let's get all the things pointing in the right direction. All right, so have it like this, right? We're going to take this, and I've already marked the side, and we're going to put that right on the side of one of them, just like that. So. Inside my head. Come on. So I'm going that way. Little pieces are take this one off there. Doesn't want me to batch sew them. Okay. Now we're going to trim off section right there. Okay. We're getting there. The tea is good today. Oh. So now we have that unit. Okay. I'm going to set that aside for a second, and we're going to grab H, which is that, and we're going to grab F, which is that one. So this is H. It's pretty, very pretty. This is F. Got little tractors on it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And it's going to go like that. We're going to make those units. We're going to make 4 of those units. Right. And we have 4 of those units. We're getting there. Getting all our pieces together. Right, so we're going to take these and these. And let's make the center piece first. So I'm going to take I'm going to take 2 of these. We're going to make a center, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Come on. Okay. All right, y'all. Out of bobbin. Change out my bobbin real quick. All right. Okay. All right, so we've got that piece. Now we're going to put this one on the other side. Press this one to the other side. Okay, so now we have that piece, and we're going to use that here in just a minute. I'm going to set it aside for just a second, and we're going to do tops and bottoms. So I'm going to grab 2 of these units that we made, right? I'm going to grab 1 of these, the blue ones, and they are going to go, it's going to go just like that. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so we have this unit. We're going to make the other one on the bottom. So we're going to grab our other blue and our other 2 that we have. And just like the other one, we're going to put them together like that. Finicky little pieces. Pressing towards the middle, towards the blue. Okay. All right. So then we are going to grab, let's put these on. We're going to grab B and our flying geese. And we're going to take 2 of them and set them aside because they're going to be our sides. And then we're going to take 2 of them and we're going to add one on each side, just like that. Grab the other one, just gonna batch them. Turn them around, put the other ones on. All right. And we're going to okay. So there's one. There's 2. So we got our top and bottom. And we're gonna grab our center. And we're gonna put this one aside for now. We're gonna grab our center and we're gonna build our middle block. I'm gonna build our middle block. So I'm going to pin it. As always, it should nest really good because we followed the directions and we pressed the way she's got it in the book. It should nest for us really nicely. Just going to put a couple pins in this one. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Right? Isn't that the way it goes? Slow and steady wins the race. No hurry. We're in no hurry. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. I think we're pressing this one in. Okay. Okay, so now we have that. Pretty block, isn't it? Seven and a half by 7.5. Okay. So now let's put our sides on. So now we're going to put the sides on it. Just like that. Just want to make sure that I'm right. But I think I'm going to get it so that it's 7.5 by 7.5, which is what it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna trim it up. Okay, went ahead and trimmed up that center block. So I trimmed it all up. It's cute. And we're gonna put these sides on. So it's gonna go right there. So we're gonna put the sides on our block. Okay, we push it out. We push it out. It doesn't tell me. I'm going to push it out. Okay, let's do the other side. Oof, cut that one off. Okay, so we have, why did that come in so much? Okay, so we have that. Let's do the top and bottom. And we will be done with this block. All right, y'all. This is Homestead Farm Star block. There it is. My center, I don't know. It got a little wonky and I lost my point right here. So I don't know if I'm going to pick it out or not, but there it is. It's a very pretty block. Very, very pretty block. All right, y'all. That's it for, let's see what we've got coming up. So the Homestead Farm Star block. Struggled with a little bit of the center, but not too bad. Not too bad. All my points came together and things like that. So I'm okay. I missed just one of my points. So not so bad. So what we have next time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to upload a video for the Farmyard Friends Monday and Wednesdays. So today is Sunday, so Farmyard Friends, so that'll go up today. And then Wednesday, I'll put up the block for the chicken. So that's our Wednesday block. So with that said, folks, thanks for hanging with me, and stay warm, stay safe in this winter storm, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.